In order to get this question right, you need to know the difference, I know I'm getting to the punchline here, between due diligence and due care. So we have two sort of characters in this scenario. The first is the CISO, who's developing a new employee onboarding process. Don't ask me why the CISO is in charge of this, but okay, CISSP exam will play along with your scenario. And they're doing a lot of research. They're figuring out, maybe like who might be required to take a background check and what this looks like. Then our second character is the HR manager. And what are they doing? Well, they're actually doing the execution of the background check. So the difference between due diligence and due care is sort of when they happen and also their overall goal. So due diligence is like anything that revolves around research, investigation. It's really anything that goes into making the decision to do something. When you have an approach to choosing or customizing a control or a policy, and we're just sort of doing that pre-work, that can be due diligence. And then when we actually do that thing, like when we actually execute on it, that's due care. So due care refers to the actual implementation or like performing the actions necessary to protect the organization and follow the policy. So what's the question asking? Well, they want to know, what is the HR manager doing? How would we label their action? Well, since the HR manager is doing the actual execution of the policy, that's going to be due care. One other hint that you could have picked up here is the word later. Due diligence usually happens before, and then due care is like the follow-up action to make sure that we are following those policies. So that's another hint that we're talking about due care. Now, quick shout out about C. Don't let the fact that, yes, it is true, background checks might be an example of administrative controls, but this answer choice isn't very good. It just labels administrative controls. So if it had said something maybe like implementing administrative controls, you can make an argument for C. But again, this is like a weird label. So C is out. And risk assessment, again, we might do that as part of due diligence. I think it's even laid out here by the CISO. But what the HR manager is doing is due care. So again, of course, confirming that B is the right answer.